When did you make this decision that, okay, I'm going to put my name forward for this?
Politics has always been a part of my life. And then about a year ago, I started thinking about it seriously, and a door just kind of opened for me, and I decided to walk through it.
What was the door?
It was my union friends. It was Tom Howe, actually, in SEIU. And they were like, you should really think about doing this. I spent some time talking to them, and they were encouraging, and they're like, you should go for this. You want it, you should go for it. So I did.
Briefly touch on, you mentioned in your speech about growing up, and as you called your parents, ardent socialists, right?
I did. Politics has always been part of my family. We were raised talking about it, and it was something not to be ashamed of. We were proud, maybe a little lonely out on the farm, but it was something to be proud of, and that's where my values stem from.
How long have you been a nurse in Moose Jaw?
LPN in Moose Jaw, actually. 7 years, I believe it is now.
Okay, and you've been a union member for how many of those two?
About 2 years after I started nursing, so about 5 years.
You've probably felt you've made some differences there then that would carry forward some confidence leading into this?
Yes, it's really important for unions to defend the people, and that's where my values are, right? Helping people, listening to them, trying to help them solve their problems. That's where it stems from for me.
Has there been anything in particular with what you do for a living that has helped inform this too, that has made you think, gee, there's some things happening that I'd like to see different?
The new hospital, I've heard the public talk about a lot. There's a lot of concerns being raised. I'd like to hear more of them, more of what they say. I hope they're making the right decisions. The hyperbaric chamber is a big issue for the people in this community, and once again, after I talk to them, see what they'll say, and we'll go from there.
Certainly from the opposition side, there's been critique of the lean program, which I guess you would have probably experienced firsthand, I'm going to guess, already to a certain degree. Can you speak to that, what you've experienced at all?
Lean has just been implemented in the hospital. We'll wait and see how it turns out.
Okay, so you're holding off on any further comments until you experience it more?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this running mean then in terms of your job? How's this going to affect that going forward?
I'm going to be very busy. I work full time, right? So between doing this and knocking on doors, I think it gives me a certain insight to people's concerns, to hear what they have to say. But we'll see what happens going forward. I'm excited.
Are there any of the major key issues you're thinking about right now, as what the NDP has been bringing forward the last couple of years that you've kind of latched onto that you're very passionate about?
Well, healthcare, being involved in it, obviously I'm very passionate about healthcare. I believe it should remain public. I think that's really, really important. And we should do the best we can for the people of Moose Jaw.